Kassidy, Knowles. Logan Argo is off tonight. The contract that Chartwell's Catering holds with the university is almost up, and a new catering service is competing with Chartwell's for the position. Logan Argo has the story.
Both Chartwell's and Sodexo gave their presentations last week in the Stouffer Lounge. Sodexo, a catering company that somewhat specializes in universities, had a very student-based presentation and emphasized that if they did receive the contract, they have no intentions of firing the current Chartwell's staff.
Now, you guys who work for Fort Hays State today are the blood and guts of this place.
Chartwell's talked about revamping the look of the dining hall in McMindus and adding a brick oven. Tyler Thompson, the SGA vice president, talked about how much progress Chartwell's has made in recent weeks.
Chartwell's hired a new local manager, and the progress that we have made in a month has been more than the progress we made in the last few years with our previous manager, and that helps a lot.
The committee determining which catering service will receive the contract will continue to meet, and an announcement will be made in late March. For KFHS News, I'm Logan Argo.
For more information about the catering services, feel free to contact University Relations at 628-4208. The third annual Mad Talent Show Friday night brought out the best Fort Hays students had to offer. Contestants performed a variety of acts from dancing to solo and accompanied singing. MCs Anthony Smith and Vernon King Jr. kept the audience entertained as well. Prizes were awarded for first, second, and third places. The proceeds from the talent show benefited the Haiti Relief Fund for the American Red Cross. After the programming for this television station ends, you may have noticed the sounds of our campus radio station on the air while the calendar of events scrolls through. Now the radio station is preparing to reach a wider audience than ever before. KFHS Radio this week held a live remote broadcast at the Memorial Union featuring station personalities Andrew Stossmeister and Socorro Fernandez. The program featured talk variety and music while encouraging passerbys to participate.
Well, we wanted to get out to people and let people know that KFHS still exists. Not many people know that there's a radio station there anymore, but we're trying to get out and reach to people and say, hey, come on by. We'd like to have you see what we're doing. We've really progressed, especially in a lot this last couple of semesters, and people are getting more and more involved.
KFHS Radio can be heard worldwide on the internet at www.kfhs.net. To become involved on air or behind the scenes at KFHS Radio, you can call 785-628-4198. Did the Tiger basketball team drop in the regional rankings? The answer is next in Tiger Sports, but first, here's your community calendar.
Up to 90% of the trash we throw away is recyclable.
By utilizing your local recycling center, we can keep more of this
from becoming this.
Visit your local recycling center today.
The choice is yours. Save it or waste it.
Euthanization has decreased 22% since the 1970s. However, approximately 6 to 8 million dogs and cats are put in animal shelters each year, with 3 to 4 million of those being euthanized. Today's average animal shelter contains over 25% of dogs that are purebreds. Most pets come to find themselves in shelters for a variety of reasons: family tragedies, unlucky circumstances, or irresponsible owners. It is only with help from people like you that we can help prevent the overpopulation problem. Adopt a pet from your local Humane Society. Even if you can't adopt a pet, contact your local animal shelter and find a way to get involved. Volunteers are always needed. Please be a responsible pet owner. Save a life. Add some joy to your own world.
KFHS Sports.
Good evening, I'm Travis Reece with KFHS Sports. Fort Hays State Wrestling tried to lock up its first ever RMAC Dual Championship last night as the 14th ranked Tigers hosted a pair of ranked opponents in 20th ranked Grand Canyon and 7th ranked UNK. Fort Hays State opened their portion of the triangular with Grand Canyon. Tigers would pick up wins from 3rd ranked Tommy Edgman, Alden Eisenberg, and Levi Yonklin early in the duel to open up a 14-3 lead. The Antelopes would counter with 3 straight wins to cut the lead to 14-12. In the final 2 matches, Stephen Kyler and Justin Glenn both won their matches to win the duel 26-12. In the second duel, Fort Hays State took on the 7th ranked UNK Lopers. Tigers would win the 3 of the first 5 matches of the duel to take a 9-6 lead, but the Lopers would dominate the rest of the match and take the win 26-9. FHSU finishes second in the RMAC, just short of their first ever RMAC Dual Championship. Tigers will have another opportunity in a few weeks to win the RMAC Tournament Championship. The NCAA Division II regional rankings were released yesterday. On the men's side, the Tigers remained in 3rd, but the main change was Central Missouri jumping to number 1 and Midwestern State falling down to number 2. Tigers still haven't chased a climb to number 1, but they need some help from Central Missouri and Midwestern State, and they need to win their final 4 games of the regular season. Lady Tigers, however, have fallen out of the rankings after losing 4 of their last 5 games. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule for Fort Hays State Athletics. Men's and women's basketball will go on the road for the final time this season. The teams are in Southwest Baptist tonight, with the women's game starting at 5:30 and the men's to start at 7:30. On Saturday, the FHSU will go to Missouri Southern for the final road game of the season. The women's game is set to start at 1 and the men's to follow at 3 p.m. Baseball is in action as we speak against Bethany College. Tigers won the first game 9-6 on an going off of an 8-run 6th inning. In progress right now is game 2, and the top of the second is a 1-1 ball game. On Saturday and Sunday, the Tigers will take on Avila for a 4-game series. There will be 2 doubleheaders, both starting at 1 p.m. Softball will host the FHSU crossover tournament Friday through Sunday. Lady Tigers will play Oklahoma Panhandle State and Missouri St. Louis on Friday, Emporia State on Saturday, and Eastern New Mexico on Sunday. Track and field will be in Lincoln, Nebraska for the Nebraska Tune-Up on Friday. Field events start at 2 p.m. and running events will start around 12:30. So there's a lot of action going on, a lot of baseball and softball here at home this weekend. The Tigers looking for a big win tonight, especially in the men's side in basketball. They need to win tonight to try to stay atop one of the regional rankings.
Exactly, and softball and baseball coming up strong this weekend. So I hopefully, with all this stuff ending, with basketball ending, we can start the spring sports and make it happen this year. I think it's a good year for Tiger sports.
Definitely, and hopefully they can get some good weather. It's very hard to find good weather in Kansas in February to try to play baseball and softball.
It is. It was extremely nice today, so hopefully. All right, well, stay tuned for SGA Live at 7, and we'll be back next week.
What is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is defined as the action of unwelcome sexual advances, the request or allusion to sexual favors, as well as any verbal or physical actions of a sexual nature. Sexual harassment is really no laughing matter. You can lose your job or even face prosecution. Be smart and keep things polite in the workplace. Your coworkers will thank you for it.